All right, what is up? I'm here on Devil's Night with the Waning Moon. What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's up?
how's it going?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so all of you tell the audience who you are and what you do.
So I'll go ahead. My name is Ariel. I am the lead singer of the band. Been here since we started. Good to say hi to everyone.
Zach Campbell, play lead guitars live and generally do most of the composing so far from all the instrumentation, aside from some things that Ariel's provided. And in the future, we'll be probably having Ian do some more heavy lifting on the bass here. So with that, Ian.
Hey, all right. I'm Ian, and I play live bass for the Waning Moon. And I joined last summer, and I caught up to speed just in time to do our first music videos, or second batch of music videos. So, yeah.
All right. So your album, A Dream or a Vision, came out in August, right?
I think so.
Was it August? I can't remember.
I don't know. I mean, we've been working on that for so long that for us it's like a I don't know. It took us a while to have it out, so that's maybe why it's kind of blurry for us. But yeah, it was recently this year for sure.
Okay. People liked it so far? Have you gotten good feedback?
Yeah. We spent 9 weeks on the Deutsche Alternative charts. 1 week at #1, so that's good.
Nice.
Lots of good feedback.
That's good.
Actually,
right.
Now that you mentioned that, Zach, so yeah, 9 weeks sounds about right. It came out in August.
Yeah.
Good measure.
Yeah.
All right, so tomorrow you're dropping your new music video for Annabel.
Yeah,
that's right. Yep.
What do you want? What do you want to tell the audience about it?
It's spooky.
It is spooky for sure.
I think Annabel was the first song that we actually did, if I remember correctly, wasn't it?
From the album?
No, the first song ever.
Ever?
I think it was.
No. I think it was either Burning Woods or Talisman. I think so.
I think I sent you those three: Annabelle, Talisman, maybe. Burning Woods. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, anyway. One thing I can share is that it was a song that initially it took us a while to feel comfortable with it. Especially myself and the vocals. I was like the pain in the butt for a while. Like I did some lyrics for it. I recorded a demo, didn't like it, put it aside. Then Zach started yelling at me. What about this song? It's so cool. We should do it. And I think I did like 4 versions before I felt comfortable. Wasn't totally sure. But when we hit this version that we ended up with, I think it turned out to be one of the best tracks that we have. If maybe
it's my favorite. Yeah. It's one of my, or at least in the top of my favorites to hear or to play live.
Yeah, it has a great feel, a really good vibe. I think it pushes to dance, And so we really wanted to do a video for it. We started we did a few shots for the video when we did our first tour in Mexico in March this year. And that was another thing that took us a while. We did some shoots of the band. So we pretty much captured the band performing the song, something like that. And then, again, we put it aside for a couple months. But this time it was more like intentional. Like, so we should release this later on. And so we filmed that together. Then after that, last month, I think I went and did some additional shooting for the rest, for to bring something else into the picture. And this is what you're going to see. So there's the band playing, there's something else going on, there's this character of Annabel, like a ghostly figure in there that I hope people like it. We really I think we appreciate and we enjoy the way it turned out. It's really cool. So yeah, we decided to put it out on Halloween. But I mean, How cool is that?
Absolutely.
I will say also, because I guess maybe some help is needed here because nobody's made the correlation as to what Annabelle actually is about. So it's obviously a homage to Edgar Allan Poe.
Right.
Actually was, if I remember correctly, one of the names that we were toying around with naming the band in the beginning as well. So it's kind of important for those reasons as well. But yeah, nobody made the link between Poe. It's been kind of like, I think the doll has been kind of thrown.
I've heard that a lot. Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness.
But yeah,
coincidentally,
I'll say coincidentally,
yeah,
my favorite Poe poem. So
it is a good one. Though I'm rather partial to the Raven.
Yeah, I love the Raven. But anyway.
So how do you choose? Like, how did you choose off this album? Like, which songs are going to be singles and which ones get videos and stuff?
I think that was difficult because I think Ariel and I were like, man, this one, like.
So I can chime in and say when I joined the band, Zach had presented me with like these 3 songs, get them prepped that you need to know them because Ariel is coming up from Costa Rica. We're going to shoot these 3 videos, and what goes into making a video and logistics, like we unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we got 2 done. And those were the first 2 that I was in with the band. But to kind of follow up with Zach, it's like there's this like, oh, you want to do them all? We it seems like we love them all, but there's only so much time and energy and hours in the day to get it done. So, yeah,
it's difficult for us all to be in the same place because we're spread out so far.
Right.
Something that I think is, to me, is a blessing and a curse at the same time, is that working with Zach, he just writes so much music all the time. Like, I think he has 3 to 4 or 5 of new songs every day, and so that puts a little pressure on us. But it's really cool. And the good thing is that at the end we have to choose from. I remember Zach saying at some point, like, we should do an album that is only singles. Like, probably the best of the Waning Moon is going to be the first album. So we joke a lot with that, but we really feel that many of the songs could take that spot. So it's really a challenge to decide. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes to me it's also like, so what could we do a video about? Like, is there something we can easily translate to an image, and that maybe will help us to decide which way to go? Which, by the way, with Annabel wasn't easy, but that's a song that had to be there as a single.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Speaking of Poe, like we have kind of intertwined some Poe kind of things into the band. Also, probably not noticed, like our video for Scars at the end is Ariel. He drinks a poison glass of absinthe and dies on a bench, which is where Poe died, on a bench, and nobody really knows what happened to him. So it's kind of another homage, but yeah.
I dig it. I love that sort of, like Easter egg shit that most people don't notice.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of trying to, think of like things to kind of build like almost I don't know what the word is, like almost like a mythology or something, but little things.
So that kind of segues into my next question. Are you working on anything new yet?
All the time.
Yeah. I don't know how many songs I've written for the second album. So generally I'm involved in a lot of different projects, which we talked about before, but I just write a pile of stuff and then I send it all to Ariel and let him kind of choose what he wants to work with. And so I feel like it's almost a quality control kind of way to filter out some, stuff that maybe isn't so great or whatever. And he can choose what he thinks is the best or what speaks to him the most. So, yeah. But we are working on second album. Yeah.
Right.
I think I've got at least 12 songs sitting there. So.
All right. Ian, you said you joined the band like last summer or summer before last, right?
Last summer, yes.
All right. How'd you find the band? Because obviously, you guys are all over the place.
So I actually lived in Florida at the time. I was out of Tampa, And I had already known Zach for a couple of years. I knew who
Okay.
Ariel was. Zach, as he said, and Ariel brought up, like, he was always sharing music with me that he was working on. I was going to join him on another project doing rhythm guitar. And when they were looking to fill in a bass player for the live shows, Zach put it out there, said, "Are you interested?" And to be full disclosure, like, I never played bass before, but I was playing guitar, but I trusted Zach and Ariel because they, in my opinion, like, they both have such strong musical backgrounds. They've got their own projects already. They've been playing forever. So yeah, like, they gave me the shot, and I figured if I screw this up, then I'd be out of the band, and if it worked out, great. So here I am.
Are you guys booking a lot of live shows for next year?
Not really. We have a few stuff, but I think we're really sort of struggling with aligning schedules and just setting time aside for traveling. Just getting together for a practice is like impossible.
Yeah.
we only rehearsal together whenever we are going to play, and we did a lot of shows this year, at least for the conditions we are tied to. I think we did a lot. I feel like it was a very productive year. For next year, I think we're being a little bit more selective, if I may say. Yeah, not because we don't want to play a lot, and actually, I think we hate. There's a lot of stuff we need to turn up, but yeah, it's gonna be, I think, a little bit more restrictive that this year, and we will see how it goes. That's what we say. Maybe next time somebody offers something, we just, we want to do it. And we're
Right,
trying to be measured, like I don't know.
You say that now, and then someone's gonna say, "Come play with this band."
Yeah,
and it's all right. We're on a plane to Japan or wherever, and that's what happened with the show with the Wake. It fell in our lap, and like, all right, I guess we're going back to Mexico in August.
How can you say no? So
right.
Now, did any particular live show that you've done so far like really stand out for any reason?
Oh man.
Yeah.
All of them, honestly. I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
the opening for the Wake, of course. I mean, I know all of us hold the Wake to the highest regard. So that was an incredible opportunity, and it really touched me for sure. I'm sure all of us feel the same way about it. But the crowd was insane. It was, I don't know how many people were there, but they were so passionate. It's Mexico, they're different level there. But yeah, I don't know. Even Centro de Salud was quite an incredible show as well. We'll be talking about that for forever, I'm sure.
Yeah,
the good
I
and the
think
bad.
Too much going on in a short period of time. So keep in mind, this year was our first shows together ever, and then a couple of months later, we're opening for the Wake in this huge venue. So we've been absolutely fortunate to having these opportunities. And yeah, it's just a lot to chew on. It's like, what's going on? Like, really, really intense, I'll say.
Yeah.
All right, time to have some fun. What's your favorite type of candy?
Oh, type of candy. What are the types of candy that are there? I don't like a lot of candies, to be honest. I don't know, you guys.
Oh man, I'm like quite addicted. 'Tis the season for the Reese's Bats. I've probably ate about 4 bags of them since October started.
Oh wow. So it's funny because I just saw somebody posting about this earlier today. I think it was the Secret Society of Goths, that if you like candy corn, you're full on lying about it. And I gotta say, like, I'm older now, so real sweet things get to me, but I was a candy corn whore when I was younger. That and circus peanuts. So I'm probably like the trashiest of trash.
No,
circus peanuts and candy corn are my favorite. So
I do like candy corn. I can't eat it anymore because I have a honey allergy and there's honey in like all of it. But I do like candy corn. But I would only buy like 1 bag a year this time of year, even though you can get it any time of year. be like, eat so much of it right now that you're sick of it the rest of the year.
I like
Right,
the idea of it. I like the look of it and the idea of it. And it's like
Mm.
so many years go by and you're like, do I like that? Let me try one. Oh, fuck no, I don't like that.
Yeah, wow. I still like it, but it's so sweet that I can just really only do like small quantities of it now compared to when I was younger. You know,
Yo.
I could eat a whole bag or two by myself back then, but now I'll get sick. And
Nope.
so, you asked.
All right. Werewolves or vampires? Pick one.
Vampires, I think, all across the board here.
I mean, what do you think? Like,
Obviously,
it's not
Fleabag.
even-
Werewolves, obviously.
They're both great. I mean, come on. But
Yeah.
I always looked at werewolves as like I would catch fleas from werewolves. So fleas, I'd have to get spayed or neutered, or like there's that whole mess to deal with. I just vampires, hands down.
I will say that last Wolfman remake was great. That's Benicio del Toro was in it, I think. It was really good. Anyway,
God, that was a long time ago.
it was like
That was a long
10
time.
years ago. It feels so recent.
Well,
But
longer than that.
Is there a
Like,
new
yeah.
one? No, you're talking about 10 years ago.
well, it was
Wow.
a good one.
It was a good one.
actually, I think Marvel Studios, they did their werewolf take. They did the
Oh, yeah.
Was it Werewolf by Night or something? And
Yeah, something like that. I was
Yeah,
gonna
that was
watch it,
pretty
and
good.
it escaped me.
it was good. It was
Yeah.
good. I mean, it's supposed to fit into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they really kind of picked up on the whole like Universal horror vibe with the black and white and the different characters. Like it was good. That's about as far as I go with werewolves, though. But vampires, like, just that's my jam.
Yep.
To my peanut butter. So, yeah,
Peanut butter vampires. That sounds good.
peanut butter
Yeah.
vampires.
Yeah, and we all live on a supply of rations of peanut butter as well.
Oh, you can tell that story.
Yeah, someone hacked my Amazon account and ordered $240 worth of peanut butter to my house.
Wow.
I have no idea why. So we're
So
all.
if you're ever on tour with us, you'll have a good supply of peanut butter sandwiches.
This is the tour ration.
Yeah, that's all the catering. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most random thing. Like, someone hacked my card and spent over almost $1,000 at Mexican joint in New York, but like $200 of peanut butter.
Yeah, I was like, before I knew it was coming to my house, which I think is weird anyway, I was like, what the hell does someone want $240 worth of peanut butter for? I thought about it for a really long time.
That's a new one.
Yeah, so it came here. So, whoever is stealing from me, it did not learn how to be a thief correctly, I guess. I don't know. You don't give me the shit you stole from me.
Exactly.
Anyway.
All right. If you celebrate Halloween, what's your favorite costume you've ever worn?
Go ahead, Zach.
I'll say, like, when I was a kid, I don't remember ever being anything other than a vampire. So, Dracula, basically. But yeah.
There we go.
So I'm in the same boat as Zach, though. When I was about 4, I had one of those old school, was it the Ben, what's the branded, the plastic costumes with the, like the plastic tablecloth and the flat mask with the rubber band. But I was Darth Vader. How's that? That's what it was. I was 4. That would probably be my, outside of being a vampire, being Darth Vader at 4.
That's kind of epic.
Yeah. So I'm born and raised in Costa Rica, and even though there's some sort of Halloween stuff going on here, it's never been that much of a thing as it is in the States. Growing up, I recall just buying like cheap plastic masks of whatever you could find, like either a skeleton mask or devil mask, and that you will wear it for a little bit, and that's it. Nobody will give you candies or anything like that. Then later on, Uh, so basically, a group of friends and myself, we kind of started trying to recreate a little bit of what Halloween should be in our neighborhood, actually with our kids, and just taking them around. And but it was kind of difficult. If it's not in the culture, it's not in the culture.
Yeah.
And now that it's more like, I think Halloween has become here more like an adult thing. And of course, I like to hang around and watch people dressed with funny costumes. Actually, there was a couple of Halloween parties on Saturday, so we just went out to see people, and all sorts of stuff. People dressed like Super Mario and cowboys, whatever you can imagine. I always have wanted. I have never really done costumes, but always have been thinking put on like a Sweeney Todd costume, just because I think
That
it's
would be
gonna be
good.
easy for me. I just need
That'd be
some.
good.
I
You
just
got
need
the hair.
Yeah,
I
since
mean,
you've already got the hair,
yeah.
just,
Everybody says
yeah,
like you
call it
should
the
do
white
Edward
fit.
Scissorhands, and that's cool, but like that's maybe
Sweeney
everybody has
Todd's
done it.
cool,
But
man.
You would
yeah,
prefer to
Sweeney
be the
Todd.
barber of Fleet Street.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Who doesn't? Yeah.
All
Nice.
right. What's each of you guys' favorite horror movie?
Oh,
Ooh,
this is an impossible question.
come on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what's what? I don't know. Like, what's you're bored and you want to throw something on you've seen a million times? Which one do you put on?
Why you do this to us? Uh,
Man.
I do this because it's the day before Halloween, so I ask all the fun shit.
Okay. What if we just named 5 of our favorites? How about
That would do.
that?
well, I always loved The Omen. I think that was a cool one. I don't know, every single vampire movie out there.
Yeah.
Difficult. I don't know. I have to say that I love Psycho. I don't know if it's horror or more like suspense, but Psycho is like one of my top. Yeah, I don't know, everything.
Yeah, I think if I would have to pick, I don't know. You go ahead, Ian. Let me think.
I mean, it's tough. Like if
Yeah.
you narrow it down to 5, like I love all of the Hammer horror films. That
Mhm.
absolutely is how I fell in love with vampires.
Mhm.
But I also I'm more into supernatural horror than I am into slasher flicks.
Mhm.
So probably like The Exorcist still holds up as an all-time favorite.
Definitely.
Poltergeist, which scared the hell out of me as a kid when I saw it. That still I think holds up pretty good. But I just finally, believe it or not, watched The Shining. I had never seen it all the way through, only bits and pieces. And we watched that last night, and I gotta say that's probably holds up right there. We did a double feature with The Shining and Doctor Sleep, and I actually
Nice.
I loved. I thought The Shining was really Doctor Sleep. I was surprised. Sorry, that was a really good flick. So
I haven't seen Doctor Sleep at this point. Can you believe it?
It's not. It doesn't hold up quite as good as The Shining. But I would say in its own right, it's a good sequel.
It
is. I was surprised, when
Yeah.
Stephen King said he was making a sequel, and I'm like, after how many years? What the hell are you doing?
Right.
Yeah, I think for me, if I had to pick, of course, I love the Hammer horror stuff. I have a lot of it. Anything I can find on DVD or Blu-ray of that I've bought. The 79 Nosferatu is fantastic. It's one of my favorites. But the 79 Franklin Jella Dracula's amazing.
Dracula.
I love the Bram Stoker's Dracula movie. I know that Keanu Reeves gets a lot of hate for it, but that movie is probably one of my top favorites.
And I would have put it up there with Zach as that one is a favorite too. So
yeah, The Haunting with Vincent Price. That's one of my favorites. This is really hard because I could name tons of them, but like
I understand. I'm in the same
yeah,
boat.
yeah.
It's
I would
just like
say
it's like the music question. It's like trying to ask who's your favorite kid. It's like I
yeah.
love them all, and
Right.
Anything from Salem's Lot to Suspiria to
Oh
Sleepy
wow.
Hollows, the Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, I love that film.
Yeah, it's everything. Might be easier to name things I don't like, I guess, but yeah.
Ian already touched on this, but was there, like when you're growing up, did you see a horror movie that scared the shit out of you?
Yeah, I know. Ariel, you go ahead.
Oh, I'll say The Exorcist probably. I think
Yeah.
I watched half of the movie just covering my eyes.
same. Yep.
And actually, it took me years to, I think only when I was like my late teens that I could like
Mhm.
see it without running away in parts, and and finally understood the whole thing together. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about 12 when I saw the movie and read the book, and I did the same thing as Ariel. Like I just would run into the other room every other scene, like
Yeah.
So that one still stands out as probably the scariest film I've ever seen.
I think for me, I remember being very young and seeing, the original It movie, and that really messed me up for like my entire life. I hate clowns. I don't want to see them or think about them.
Yeah, I had that issue for a while until I became best friends with a horror clown.
Nope, too much. And then another one I specifically remember is I was very young, like maybe 8 years old, and I was at my grandparents' house, and he had a bunch of movies, and I knew I wasn't supposed to, but I watched the Nightmare on Elm Street, and that really messed me up. I remember having nightmares for several days about that. But my parents were all like, "Yeah, that's what you get,"
Right.
Right.
All right, Zach, I've already asked you this, but I have to ask your bandmates. If you were a salad, what dressing would it have?
What? Oh, whoa. That's profound, man. Like,
See, I ask everybody that, and then whatever the most popular answer is, I'm gonna pick randomly one person who said that answer and send them a T-shirt in December.
well,
Then next year I'll move on to something else different and weird.
I'm not really into salad, but if I had to, I'll just probably something. I don't know. No, I don't know. What about you, Ian? I have to think it through.
The romantic goth me would be like, oh, I'm a blood orange and ginger dressing, but the truth is that I probably say like a blue cheese because I'm moldy and live in a cave, and but that's just me.
I don't know. Can I have something instead of salad? Like,
if you were a hot sauce, what would your favorite hot sauce be? What hot sauce would cover you?
It's gonna be peanut butter because that's all we got.
Yeah, good idea. Let's just put peanut butter.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I have no idea about salads and dressings and whatever to put on, so I'll just
We're
get
getting too
whatever
fancy up
you
in this
gave me.
bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Peanut butter it is.
Peanut butter it is.
Peanut
yeah.
butter it. Well, no, that could be like a good Thai salad, like a peanut salad. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, like a nice spicy peanut butter sauce thing. Yeah, that'd be good.
I'll try it if you say it's good. I don't promise I like it.
All right. Where can we find all your stuff? What socials do you have? X, Y, and Z. All that.
You want to take that one, Zach?
Yeah, you can find us on Bandcamp, every major streaming service. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We have a TikTok, but we're pretty inactive on there. It's something we probably should work on. We started it and really kind of stepped away. you can in Europe you can get our music through our label Dance Macabre Records. It's also on Amazon. You can order our vinyl and CD direct in Europe off of Amazon. So yeah, YouTube we have what 6? This will be our 6th video tomorrow. So we have some videos on there. So yeah.
All right, and what do you want to say to all your fans who watch us?
I guess thank you. I mean, it's been really a roller coaster this year. Well, from last year since we first put out our first couple of songs through this EP, the support is being overwhelming. We have received anything but good comments and encouraging words. So we really appreciate. We feel that we do this because we love doing it. We enjoy playing music and writing stuff, and I think we sort of agree that we just write the kind of music that we like to listen, and having anyone appreciating it beyond that, that's like already more that you could expect. So yeah, a big thank you for everybody, and secondly, hope to see you in whatever show we are able to put together.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, was there anything else that we haven't touched on you guys wanted to talk about? I can't think of anything, but
no.
I'll definitely just check out the video tomorrow when it comes out.
Yeah. So you've seen the video, Eric, right?
I have.
So what do you think?
I think it is freaking awesome, and I can't wait for everybody to see it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. And no, the comments are pretty quiet tonight, so I don't think we have any questions over there. So I guess we'll wrap that. Next week, it's not set in stone what time yet, but next week I'm going to be having William Zimmerman from Moon Coil Media. I guess we're having a moon theme, but that's fine since I'm Moon Burns. Anyway. All right. Yeah, thanks for joining me, fellas. This was a lot of fun, and you're welcome to hang out off the air if you want to. If not, you have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.